back to get it, goes Letang. No icing on the play. Turned it up the right side. Stone drives it to the net of the save made by Greiss, and the Penguins will have a break here. Hustling back is Ekman Larsson against LaPierre. He'll cut him off. LaPierre to the goal on his backhand shot. He got his own rebound. Stayed right in the paint. Kept whacking away at an early whistle. That puck was never frozen.
Yeah, that was a bad.
Tang quickly moves the puck, and the Penguins' Chris Kunitz comes back to center. Skipping his way through the neutral zone. Kunitz tried to feed it along for Winnick. Cleared but not out. Scuderi to Cole. Cole the shot. And it's right on, and the save made by Smith. Penguins double teaming a man down there in the corner. That is Schwartz. Now a centering pass comes all the way to the right point, and Connor Murphy's shot is stopped by Greiss. And he was fortunate to get his right pad out, able to break it up, and it's dumped in now by Tobias Rieder, German hockey player. It's in on the forecheck, but the Penguins able to get it right back, and Como lifts it out to center. Taken now by Kunitz. Following on his Malkin, coming to the goal, and his shot is gloved by Smith.
And here on that last shift, you could see he almost forced the referee to raise his arm.
Well, how much more pressure is there on Dave Tippett today now that Moss fires one, and the save made by Greiss, and the rebound gobbled up by Bennett. Ahead to Sutter, gets around Stone to the goal, one-hand shot, and the save made by Smith on Brandon Sutter. Pierre slithering his way down the left wing boards. 7 shots for the Penguins, 5 for Arizona. Scuderi wrists it right back down behind the net, where LaPierre will take it on his backhand. LaPierre swings it back to the net, of the save made. Adams went to the paint looking for the rebound, but the Coyotes control. When it's going, he's struggling, and he was hoping to do that. There's a shot wide of the goal off the stick of Hornquist.
Wow, it hit Winnick, and I thought it was going into the glove side. Just missed the post.
Crosby in front, Hornquist there. He jammed away out of the save made by Smith.
Team in a game and believing in each other every time we're on the ice, doing it the right way. We're doing it here for 10 minutes. Got to keep going.
Crosby's backhander stopped by Smith, and he rolled over, and the puck came squirting back out to the near wall. Pouliot, and now he moves into the middle to Sutter. Sutter coming in, trying to move it to the left side. Got a man going to the net. He just couldn't get it through. Now Lovejoy's drive, and the save made. Now Pouliot and Spaulding team up to get the puck in the corner. Gagne gave it away to Sutter. The shot, and a glove save made by Smith, who's been ready for every shot here today. The Penguin into the middle. He tried to go to the left side of Martin, picked off by Murphy. And now the Coyotes on the rush. Moss drops it off. Murphy to Chip Chura to the goal. The backhander, and boy, just skipped it. Close call there.
Chipped wide, if you will.
Yep.
By 24.
Letang leaves it for Crosby. Sidney Crosby drops it off to Letang, and the shot. Stick save made by Smith.
Describe what what I was seeing there as well. It wasn't a shoulder hit. It looked like he was hitting more of the forearms. I'd have to take a look at it again.
Gagne drops it off. Taken now by Ekman Larsson. Just a soft rip has been sent to the shower. Here's Gagne with it. Gagne centers. Scuderi put his body down to block it. Hornquist and Doan come back onto the ice. And the Penguins are at 36 seconds remaining on the major penalty. There's that back pass for Erat to come in there with speed, and he's able to gain the zone. They set it up now. Ekman Larsson to the right side. Stone with a wrister, and another save by Greiss with a man standing in front of him. Up. Kunitz is open on the wing. Here he comes. His shot, and it's wide of the goal. Kunitz with a heavy slap shot there. And now it's Claus Dahlbeck moving into the right side. Connor Murphy's slapper is gobbled up by Greiss. Killed that 5-minute major, and now look to get the first goal in this one. Malkin shoots it to the net, and the save by Smith, and then Downey in there looking for the rebound, and again the whistle. Letang at the points. Hornquist on the ice, comes racing over, but the Coyotes able to move the puck out, and Rieder steps up towards Letang, who was able to bump him away from the puck.
Good job by Letang. Rieder's got that speed. He tried to change it into another gear.
Here's Kunitz shooting off the rush, and a save made by Smith.
A little bit more to the top of their crease. He's right on that goal line.
Martin. Pouliot will take the pass from Martin. Downey in front of the net, the save made. Rebound, Bennett fired it at his block. Bennett gets it back on Moore. Martin. Bennett, backhander, kicked away by Smith. Good save.
Como, 5-minute boarding call in the game misconduct. So they're down to 5 defense, and the Penguins are down to 11 forward.
Chance here, Winnick shooting, save made, and the rebound bounced right away from Hornquist, who was driving to the net. Ekman Larsson couldn't settle it down, but Cunningham backhands it in behind the goal. far side where Hornquist has it. Taken now by Schwartz, and his shot up high, juggled by Greiss, and he holds on. It's it away from him to the near side. Let's just hope that the postseason will bring more luck to the Penguins in the injury department. Now Arcabello with it on the right wing, and he shoots it long, and the stick save made by Greiss. Anya can't shoot it. Stripped of the puck nicely by Ian Cole. It takes off the other way for the Penguins. Hands it off to Chris Kunitz. Kunitz and Cole. Cole driving to the net. The shot. The save made by Smith. Now Letang with it. 4-on-4 hockey. Tipped by Malkin on net, and the save made by Smith. Malkin again for Martin. He's in front. Trying to shuffle it over to Crosby. Now it's Hornquist with it. So it was Steve Barton who was injured. He goes off. Centering pass, and a good save by Smith there on Crosby as he went to the net, tried to steer it in. Sid finally did find the puck. He just turned it over. Now the Penguins regroup. Malkin turned it over himself.
Look out, round two.
And this is McGinn out of the box, and he shoots it off the stick of Paul Martin and up into the netting. Recap situation that they're faced with right now.
Sutter dragging himself off the ice right now. I mean, it's a battle.
Good shot and a good save by Smith. And the Coyotes counter quickly. Chip Chura with a man driving to the net. Can't get it through as Kunitz came back to prevent it from happening. The Coyotes go D to D. Chip Chura into the Penguin zone. Is hit by intentionally wide. Comes to the corner. Bo Bennett dropped it back to Cole. Out of the corner. Centering pass, Malkin. He didn't get anything. Face off. It's Bennett with it. Swings it back in behind the net. Falling to the corner for Bennett. Bennett snaps it out to Cole. Slap shot right on. And like Doan turned a little bit to hit him, and also a little bit of a shove there on Letang. And now Chip Chura down the right wing into the Penguin zone. Throws it to the net, and Reeder steered it on goal on the save.
Smith here, but Greiss has made some big saves for his team, and he looks very composed.
Right wing to Brandon Sutter. Trying to get a step on Ekman Larsson. He shoots it. Big save and a big rebound. Pouliot trying to get away from Vitale, who won that little duel, and he gets the puck to the near wall. Crombie moves it out to Dahlbeck at the point. A shot, he scores. Deflected in maybe, or no? I think it just went straight in. And Klaus Dahlbeck has scored for the Coyotes.
It came from the corner. Vitale from behind the net. That goes to the corner. They win a battle, the Coyotes, to get it to the point. There's a shot through, and Vitale waved the stick at it, but he went right by the netminder Greiss right before the puck went there. Greiss couldn't see it cleanly all the way. It's a bomb by Dahlbeck. It went down. It looked like it dipped in the high slot.
Another shot. This one missed the target. As Hornquist fired it. Now Hornquist goes to the front of the net. The puck is there. He bowled right over one of the Coyotes on the doorstep to try to get. Here's a shot, kicked away, rebound, Winnick, he scores! Daniel Winnick, a former Coyote, ties it at 1.
Opportunity. Crosby goes to the wall. There's the shot, and bang. A little rebound for Winnick as he was able to pick up that rebound. Smith's not in great position. Couldn't see it coming through. Ekman Larsson couldn't block it, neither could Stone. And Winnick with 2 and 2 against the puck.
Doan really didn't look like he was trying all that hard. Here's either that or he can't skate anymore. Here's Sutter dropping it off to Bo Bennett coming to the goal, and his backhander stopped. Sometimes it's not how many power plays. Sidney Crosby got tripped off the draw there. He got his legs pulled out from under him. Still able to get the puck to the point, and Malkin shot, stop, rebound. Kunitz and Hornquist jamming away at it, and Smith. A minute 10 to go in the penalty to Campbell. Crosby in over the line. Drops it off. Downey, the shot. Score!
Downey, great speed by Crosby. He's going to back everybody off. Push everybody down deep. Downey off the wall, right shot. And he drilled that over the right pad. Absolutely leaned into that over the right pad under the blocker. Perfect placement by Steve Downey. So Downey was able to
Go to Malkin, and it hit a Coyote, but it comes through now from Martin to Malkin. Malkin back to Paul Martin straight away. Malkin snaps it along for Pouliot. In front, Crosby there. He scores! Sidney Crosby right on the doorstep.
Hornquist and Sidney Crosby on the doorstep. There's Crosby straddling the pads of the netminder as he gets a little shove from behind. He goes off his knee and in behind Mike Smith.
After video review, it was determined there was no kicking motion on the play. We have a good goal.
There on that forecheck. Lunis comes on the back check, takes the pass. The pocket moves it up the right wing now to Adams. And Adams looks back and then decides he better get it deep. Didn't do so. Taken away by Chipchura, who sends it back on defense. Now a return pass for Chipchura to Moore. The shot and a save made. Stone got there first. And he finds Dahlbeck, who works it up the center ice while Arcabello comes over the line. He tried a right wing pass and comes in front, and the shot by Reeder is into the net, and the Coyotes score with the extra attacker to make it 3-2.
He put it in a position in the open net where somebody could maybe pick that puck up, but the Coyotes come the other way because the Penguins lose their neutral zone, Staggy. Down he went and engaged at that puck, and Reeder, who scored a shorthanded goal, and you see how that puck went off Pouliot behind the intended receiver and right to the stick of Reeder. No chance at all. That was intended for McGinn.
3 seconds to go. One more chance for the Coyotes in front. It's Gagne. Time runs out on him. And on their feet are Penguins fans who are happy that the Penguins were able to reach down deep. Down 1-0. They roar back to win it by a score of 3-2.